Okay, so for those who are considering the idea of installing a nitrous kit in their 2014 to 18 Chevy Tahoes, this is probably your video. I will go through the nightmare that I went through so you don't have to and waste time not being able to get the job done. So obviously here is my big ginormous nitrous outlet kit. The number is a 0-10005-15. I ordered this through Summit Racing, but you can order it directly from them too. It took me over 3 hours just to get that mount done, which I used a factory hole, so that's set in place. Built a little bracket to set this up so it has some depth. Then back there, of course I'm going to use rev nuts, because why wouldn't you? Always important to have. There, this panel obviously has to come off, but you got to get that panel, this one that apparently I didn't set in place properly. That one has to get removed, and then there's these little cover pieces that you pop off, and then there's the 7mm screw. Then this can come out and away. Oh, and don't forget to pull that piece off so you can get that little nut off. I believe it's a 45. And this panel can come off. There's a grommet there that you can run the line through. That I tied all right behind the running board mounts. Works beautifully. And then obviously I already installed the Banks air intake kit because I love Banks stuff. There is a mounting tab off the passenger side cylinder head. The line is just perfect. Obviously I have mine covered in tube so that way it's not really seen. Follows along the bottom there. And then I tied that line into that guy. That's the fuel line. Follow the directions on these guys. There's actually wire gauge ratings on the picture, so follow those and you'll have a lot less issues. Comes with this fuel line adapter, which took a little bit of finagling, and you got to make sure that you press that in all the way, otherwise you'll have fuel leaks like I did. Again, learning curve. And so that line wraps all the way up and over to your fuel solenoid. That's your nitrous solenoid. Everything's wire loomed, so it's tucked away nice and neat. The only reason you can tell is because of the anodizing. Drilled a hole right there so the fogger goes directly into the throttle body, and it works beautifully. Obviously I haven't finished zip tying that up and away. There's a ground tab that I tied in the line. Yes, this car has dual batteries, but I just use this one for my power feed for the solenoid. And with how I ran the relays, I only had to run 2 wires in and out of the firewall. So that way I picked up one of these fusible link ties, plugged it in. There's my arming switch. Obviously it's not lighting up because there's no power on. But this is the piece de resistance that took me several hours to figure out where to put the activation switch. So I pulled off the throttle pedal, unscrewed the mount, and managed to get that bracket lined up just perfectly, so when I hit wide open throttle, it activates the solenoid, which then there's the relay that sends the power out. And like I said, because I have the relay mounted inside, you can't have water hit it. So everything's sealed, everything's tucked away. I don't have wires dangling around anywhere. The only way someone's gonna know that there's something fishy is if they actually do some hunting. So that's my little spiel, and it works.